The world is full of mysteries and hidden messages that challenge our understanding of reality. Among the most enigmatic figures in history, Padre Pio stands out for his extraordinary visions and prophecies that seem to come true before our eyes. Over the years, his accounts and messages have been interpreted as divine warnings about times of crisis, global events, and changes that would impact all of humanity. However, there is something even more unsettling. His words seem to converge with the predictions of Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, a man who, in a trance, revealed surprisingly accurate visions of the future. But what did they both say about current times, and more importantly, about what is yet to come? Are we about to experience an unprecedented period of transformation? And what if some of the predictions that seemed impossible decades ago are becoming reality right now? Before we dive into this enigma, I want you to write in the comments, "I am ready to see the truth." This will help us understand how many people are truly prepared for what we are about to reveal. And if you want more people to have access to this information, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your participation is essential for this message to reach as many people as possible. Throughout history, there have always been individuals who seem to have a connection with dimensions beyond our common understanding. People with extraordinary gifts who saw beyond time and space, anticipating events that would only occur years or even centuries later. Padre Pio and Edgar Cayce are two such names. Separated by generations and completely different contexts, both made predictions that, when analyzed in retrospect, seem to point to a common destiny, times of great trial and a global transformation that would change the course of humanity. Padre Pio, known for his stigmata and a life dedicated to prayer, reported numerous visions in which he received messages about the future of humanity. His words spoke of difficult times, spiritual crises, and an urgent plea for people to seek conversion and prepare spiritually. According to reports, he would have warned of a period of suffering in which moral values would be shaken and humanity would face trials due to its corruption. And the most impressive part, many of these predictions seem to fit what we see in the world today. On the other hand, Edgar Cayce, called the sleeping prophet, possessed a unique ability. He would enter a trance and receive detailed visions about future events. Throughout his life, he made hundreds of predictions about geopolitical changes, natural disasters, and technological advances that seemed unimaginable for his time, but which materialized with impressive accuracy. Among his revelations, there is one that has been a cause for great concern: the prediction of a global economic collapse and conflicts that would completely alter the structure of the world. He also mentioned environmental catastrophes, including earthquakes and floods, that would transform the geography of various regions of the planet. The most surprising thing is that both Padre Pio and Edgar Cayce pointed to a critical period around the year 2025. According to their visions, this would be a time of intense trials, in which events would accelerate and great truths would be revealed. They spoke of abrupt changes in the global economy, conflicts between powerful nations, and a series of events that would shake the very foundations of society. When we analyze the current scenario, it is hard to ignore the similarity between these predictions and the reality we are living. Tensions between countries are at an alarming level. The global economy faces instability. Extreme weather phenomena are more frequent, and the sense of uncertainty grows in every part of the world. Are we witnessing the fulfillment of these historical figures' visions? Or are they merely coincidences that conveniently fit modern challenges? Regardless of the answer, one thing is certain: these messages have sparked the interest and concern of many people. One name that appears constantly in modern predictions is Donald Trump. Since his entry into politics, various prophecies indicated that he would face unusual challenges that would test his leadership and could drastically change his destiny. According to some interpretations of the visions of Padre Pio and Edgar Cayce, Trump might face a major health problem, something that would affect his ability to govern and could completely redefine the political landscape of the United States. There have been mentions of mysterious symptoms, a physical and mental deterioration that would progressively weaken him, compromising his ability to make decisions at critical moments. Some of these prophecies even speak of the possibility of a neurological issue or a condition that would alter his cognition. This type of revelation has sparked intense debates, especially because Trump has been a central figure in many political changes and upheavals in recent years. Despite the multiple controversies, investigations, and legal battles he has faced, he continues to be a key player in the American political scene. However, if these predictions about his health are true, are we about to witness an unexpected change in his trajectory? And more importantly, what would be the consequences for the United States and the rest of the world? Furthermore, there is another prophecy that has been causing unrest, that in 2025, an unprecedented economic crisis would take over the world. Padre Pio and Edgar Cayce mentioned times of hardship, when markets would collapse, unemployment would reach alarming levels, and financial instability would lead to a global collapse. In recent years, we have seen worrying signs: rising inflation, bank failures, and growing government debt. Could this be just part of the economic cycle, or are we really on the brink of a new global financial depression? These warnings have sparked discussions about how people can prepare for difficult times. Some believe that investing in essential resources such as food, precious metals, and alternative forms of economy might be a way to protect oneself against a possible financial collapse. Others see these predictions as mere speculations without concrete basis. But regardless of the perspective, the fear of a global financial crisis has intensified, and more experts are warning of the risks of an imminent collapse. If these prophecies are real, what would be the best way for us to prepare? What can each of us do to face turbulent times? These are questions that remain without a definitive answer, but they make us reflect on the course of humanity. The predictions of Padre Pio and Edgar Cayce also speak about natural disasters and climate changes that would drastically affect various parts of the world. According to their visions, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and increasingly intense storms would be signs that something greater is happening. In recent years, we have witnessed extreme weather events more frequently, and many wonder if these phenomena might not be precisely the signs predicted by these visionaries. And now I ask you, do you believe that these predictions are coming true, or is all of this nothing more than a coincidence? If we analyze the weather patterns of recent decades, we will see an impressive increase in the frequency and intensity of events such as hurricanes, earthquakes, and tsunamis. Padre Pio would have warned that nature would begin to act unpredictably as a reflection of the imbalance caused by humanity. Edgar Cayce also mentioned drastic changes in the world's geography, stating that entire parts of continents could be submerged due to rising sea levels and intense seismic activity. The polar ice caps continue to melt at an alarming rate, and scientists warn that this could result in devastating changes in the oceans, causing sea levels to rise and forcing entire populations to abandon their lands. There are regions that already suffer from regular flooding and cities that face increasing risks of being submerged. But the most worrying aspect is that these events may only be the beginning of something much larger. Imagine a scenario where high-magnitude earthquakes occur in unexpected locations, where volcanic eruptions release ash clouds that darken the sky and alter the global climate. It wouldn't be the first time that such events occur in the history of the Earth, but the prophecies indicate that this time the impact would be unprecedented, affecting the economy, food supply, and even the world order. However, Padre Pio's predictions were not limited only to natural events. He also warned about technological advancement and how it could lead humanity to a critical point. We are living in a period where artificial intelligence and automation are rapidly transforming society. Machines are replacing human jobs, algorithms are shaping the way we consume information, and privacy is becoming an almost non-existent concept. Padre Pio predicted that a time would come when humanity would be monitored in a way never seen before. Today, we see facial recognition cameras in virtually every city, social credit systems being implemented, and digital control growing ever stronger. Are we on our way to a society where every move is observed, every thought is influenced, and every decision is guided by invisible systems? Edgar Cayce also mentioned the impact that technology would have on humanity, warning that uncontrolled advancement could bring both benefits and dangers at the same time. He spoke of a time when humans would lose their connection with spirituality due to an excessive dependence on technology. Many believe that we are already living this reality, where digital distraction pulls us away from deeper reflections and the true essence of life. But there is something even more disturbing in the prophecies of Padre Pio and Edgar Cayce. They suggested that, in the future, great truths would be revealed to the world, hidden mysteries, ancient secrets, and knowledge that had been suppressed would come to light, completely changing the way we view the history of humanity. One of the most controversial themes within these revelations is the possibility that the Earth has already been visited by intelligences from other worlds. Padre Pio mentioned that, at some point, humanity would have to face the truth about its origin and its place in the universe. Edgar Cayce also made predictions about lost civilizations and technological advances that could be rediscovered. In recent years, we have seen an increase in the release of government documents related to unidentified aerial phenomena. Military personnel and scientists have begun to admit that there are objects in the skies that defy all known laws of physics. Could this be the beginning of the revelation that Padre Pio and Edgar Cayce predicted? Are we about to witness an event that would completely change our perception of reality? If this moment really comes, the impact will be immeasurable. Many beliefs may be challenged, power structures may crumble, and humanity may be forced to adapt to a new understanding of the universe. But are we ready for this revelation? Moreover, within the predictions of both visionaries, there is mention of a great leader who would emerge in times of chaos. This leader could be a savior for some, but a dangerous figure for others. Some believe that he would bring order to a world on the brink of collapse, while others fear that he might consolidate absolute power, using technology and the global crisis as justification to establish an unprecedented control over humanity. History has shown that periods of great instability tend to give rise to charismatic figures who promise radical solutions, but the danger lies in who controls this change and what their true intentions are. Would this leader bring hope, or would he represent the fulfillment of ancient prophecies about dark times? And as humanity faces these transformations, there is another aspect of Padre Pio's and Edgar Cayce's predictions that cannot be ignored: global health. According to their visions, a new type of illness would emerge, something that would affect not only the body, but also the mind and spirit of people. They spoke of a condition that would spread silently, causing extreme fatigue and altering the way people perceive reality. Insomnia, anxiety, and a constant feeling of exhaustion could be signs of this new illness. Many believe that this may be related to the modern lifestyle, the excessive exposure to screens, and the disconnection from nature. Others theorize that there might be something deeper behind it, something that we do not yet fully understand. Medicine has made impressive advances, developing treatments for diseases that were once considered incurable. But were the true cures already available for centuries, and are we only now beginning to rediscover them? Padre Pio mentioned that the future would bring revolutionary treatments, but he also warned that some medical truths would be kept secret, accessible only to a small part of the population. If these prophecies are true, the world is about to undergo a great change. A period of extreme challenges, but also of opportunities for renewal. The future may be uncertain, but it is up to each one of us to decide how we will face it. Now I want to know your opinion. Do you believe that we are living the fulfillment of these predictions? Or do you think that all of this is nothing more than a coincidence? Write in the comments, I am ready for whatever comes. I want to see how many of you are truly prepared to face the truth. And if you want this message to reach as many people as possible, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can continue exploring the secrets and mysteries that surround our world. See you in the next video.